wedding supplies. Oh my goodness, wedding supplies. If you are, or if you know of someone who is planning a wedding, oh my goodness gracious, this store is definitely one to go check out. My goodness, they had some great things for wedding supplies. And I do realize that it might be a bit of a hoof for some people to get there because it's a long way away for a lot of people because it is the southernmost Ollie's in the United States of America. This is the Bonita Springs, Florida store. I was there yesterday. The things that I'm showing you should still be there, but one of the things that I saw that I have never seen in an Ollie's before is different colors of these ink pads. We've seen the primary color ones all over the place, but those other two color sets, never seen before. Gorgeous set of cookie cutters. They have these nice little bitty ones that go along with it, so you can get a lot of different shapes if you just combine them separately. And I think this is the first time that I've seen cookie cutters that had both large cookie cutters and small cookie cutters that weren't flowers. We have seen some of the flower ones, but not those. I did remember to buy the balloon poster board this time. Yay! If you saw one of my previous videos, I forgot to buy the balloon poster board. Also, keep track of these videos because I have some amazing Shop With Me's coming up. I also do lives where I preview some of the stuff that I've bought, show the things that I have bought, and you get to see the things that I have bought, and you get to see me test it. And while I'm doing it live, you get to ask me questions. So I do those as well. And then I'm also going to be showing some Temu stuff and demonstrating some of the Temu things that I've bought. And some people have asked me how I get all the great deals on Temu, so watch out for my lives because I will do that in the lives as well. And of course you can ask me questions about how I do it during a live and I'll elaborate on it. That's fine. So this is one of the things that disappointed me a little bit about this store is that a lot of these dollar items ended up in this dump bin, and you can see that the packaging got messed up for some of the items. And it's kind of a shame that that happened because the items got strewn about without their packaging anymore. It didn't look like any of the items were actually damaged. Oh, that was my cat jumping down. Sorry about that. I hope that noise didn't startle anyone, but the items didn't seem to be damaged. The items themselves didn't seem to be damaged, but the packaging definitely was. And one thing that I would love to see this Ollie's do is to go through all of these bins where these items have been separated from their packaging and stick them in a big bag and sell them for a discounted price. Wouldn't that be awesome to see all of these items that have been separated from their packaging, like those Dauber bottles that you were looking at earlier? And at some point I show some cookie cutters that have come out of their box, and there's a Project Life, one of these Project Life kits is completely empty because all the stuff has come out. Just find all those items, stick them in an Ollie's bag, and sell them for like $2 for the entire bag, like a little grab bag. Wouldn't that be so cool? Anyway, these are the things that were in the dollar dump bins, and some of these items in here were amazing. Those Project Life kits did ring up at $1. And look at this cute little squishy pencil. Half of it was squishy, the front side was squishy, and the back side was more firm, like a notebook cover, but it was really cute and it was really sweet, and it just had the happiest little face on them. You can see them all over the place. They're just the happiest little notebooks. Oh, they're so cute. Anyway, sorry, in case you haven't figured it out, I really do like cutesy things like that, and kawaii is just the best thing. I just love it. So anyway, that's one of the things that I would love to see done with the products in these dump bins. But there were some great items in here also, because there was that Project Life thing that I was talking about. They had some sticker sets that I hadn't seen before in any other Ollie's anywhere, and this I hadn't seen anywhere, and I only saw the one. And usually when I only see one item and I buy that item, I don't put it in my videos, but this was in the dump tanks. So I'm not sure if there was another one down in there. So I left it in there so that you would know it's something to possibly dig for if one of those little stencils or one of those little cutout guides is something that you were looking for making the inserts into envelopes. And that's why I picked it up, because it had all 3 different size envelopes that I use, and I thought that was really cool. So lots of stickers, lots of Project Life stuff, lots of these different colors of the ink pads that I saw. There's that Project Life one that I said earlier was empty. And look at these cute stickers. Those are Heidi Swap stickers, so you know they're good. And look at the different sayings on there. You can see them a little bit better if you want to pause and read them a little bit more. But oh, it was so cute. These dump bins had a lot of stuff in them. Like I said, I would really love to see the Ollie's find the pieces that have been separated from their packaging and stick them in a big bag and sell them for like $2. And that would be just an amazing thing, an amazing way to not have these items go into the bin. So if you are interested in finding any quality or anything that you love about my channel, please do subscribe. I do other things other than these Ollie's hauls, and most of the other stuff that I do is lives. Oh, there we go. Science fair project. I'm going to have to stop saying that soon because science fair projects are getting due really, really soon. So eventually I'm going to have to stop saying that, although I probably won't. And at this point, you probably think that every time you see those sticker numbers, those sticker letter pads come up anyway. But in my lives, what I do is I go over my Ollie's stuff, my Ollie's purchases. So I do Ollie's hauls and I test the stuff live. And so while I'm doing it, if you're watching, you can ask me questions about the items that I'm using. And several people have asked really good questions while I am testing it. And we've gotten to test it further just because other people have given input on the things that they would like to see, whether or not the items do. Those are something that I do. I do have a live coming up at some point where I'm going to explain how I get so much Temu stuff for such small prices, because I have become a whiz at getting good stuff off of Temu at really good prices. And people have asked me how I do that. So I'm going to be doing that in a live. And I also have a lot more of these Ollies to go over, and the crafting that I do. I haven't done a whole lot of crafting videos because I've been spending my time doing these Ollie's hauls, or these Ollie's shop with me's. So I do crafting, I do beading, I do greeting card making, and I do polymer clay stuff. So please do subscribe and hit the notifications bell if any of those things are any of the things that you would like to see, because those things are coming on my channel. I have a goal to get to 1,000 subs by November 27th, I believe, is when Thanksgiving is this year. So that's my goal. I'm at a little over 830 right now, and I would love to hit my goal early and have a big old celebration. I also do a giveaway every other week on my channel, and this week's giveaway was a trimmer. This past week's giveaway was a paper trimmer that I found at one of the Ollies. And so there's not going to be a giveaway this week because I'm going to be waiting for the winner to reach out to me and say, this is where I want you to send it. And then I will send the item out to them, and then next Sunday will be the video that has the next giveaway. And I think the next giveaway is going to be for resin people, because I found some resin items that I think that resin people would like. And that's another thing about my channel, is I don't gatekeep. If there's a craft item out there, I'm going to show it to you. I don't stick to just the crafts that I do. I stick to all the craft supplies that are out there, because I'm not the only crafter in the world, and other people like other kinds of crafts. So I put out everything, like these arts, these canvases. I'll never use those. This is the first store in a long time that I've seen the bundle packs of the flat canvases, and there were 14 of them for $4, which is an incredible price. That is so much cheaper. That's like half of what Dollar Tree charges, and they're bigger than the ones that you can get at Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I don't gatekeep on what I put into my videos. If I find a craft item, I'm going to put it out there so everybody knows what's in all of the different stores. And I do my giveaways, and there's a lot going on my channel, and I'm really proud of how wonderful the community is that's growing here. Wedding supply. Here we go. Here's the first one. Imagine using that as a wedding display, or even to give pictures to the people that have come to your wedding as a memento of your wedding. Or another idea that I had for those, remember these garlands, I'm going to talk about them again, but another idea that I had for those was to give them to a kid to decorate, and then put pictures of that kid in those frames, and then give that frame with the kid's decoration on it to Grandma and Grandpa for Christmas. Wouldn't that be just the coolest gift? I mean, oh my goodness gracious, a frame decorated by the child with the child's picture in it for Grandma and Grandpa to display on their mantle or on their shelf or by their bed or wherever. Wouldn't that be just the coolest thing? These were amazing, these beautiful stickers that you could stick through your printer and print on them, and then use them. My thought was to use them as sentiments on greeting cards. You know, I could even just stamp things on those and use the sticker as the sentiment for my greeting card, because it's already got that little speech bubble there. And that beautiful piece of fencing, it's the only one that I saw, but it was gorgeous. And look at this. I mean, using that for a wedding, for like a sit here, or this is where the venue's going to be, or these are our ideas, or this is the first dance, some sort of sign for your wedding. Oh my gosh, I only saw the one, but that would be so cool to use in a wedding. So there's another wedding item. I told you this store has so much wedding stuff in it. Oh, goodness gracious. And I didn't see those little garlands right down there in the lower left-hand corner. I did not see those, so I did not even highlight them. So there is quite possibly several other items in the store that I didn't see that you might see in the video while I'm doing this that I didn't highlight or I didn't focus on, like those little strings of beads. This. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, the tissue is first. These pieces of tissue, you get 20 sheets of tissue, I believe, and they're almost 2 foot square, and it's $1, 5 cents a sheet for tissue, and they're such beautiful colors. Okay, now this is an arch for a wedding. It is a 7 foot tall gold arch for a wedding, and it was $20. They had 2 of them. $20. You could use it as a backdrop for a photo area. You could use it as the backdrop for the wedding. You could use it as an arch to walk through for the people. And remember those garlands that I said to remember? Imagine wrapping those lighted garlands around it. Oh, it'd be so pretty. I just want to take a moment to pause and say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, everybody who has become a member of the guild by subscribing and who makes comments and who likes my channel and shares my content with other people. I really appreciate every single one of you. I am so humbled by the kindness that everyone has shown, and I am so grateful that everybody has been so wonderful, and I'm really shocked that people like my content, and I'm so pleased that that is true, and I thank you so much. Resin People, they had that one set. It's all 24 letters. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm sorry, there's 26. It's all 26 letters plus 3 little boards to display your letters on. They had one. It was $1.99. That is a great price. Resin People, there are some things in this store for you. That is the pumpable finger paints that I think is such a great idea. You just use it like a soap pump and you get out exactly what you need. Nothing to knock over, nothing to spill. And look at this glitter tattoo artist studio. Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, this would never have been a thing. I mean, just never. And tattoos have become so mainstream now that I think it's amazing that there is a kit for people to do that with. And obviously they're not permanent tattoos, but isn't that the coolest idea? I just thought that was a neat thing. And oh, how times have changed. They're changing for the better slowly, but they're changing for the better. And look at all of the gold embellishments that were in that Heidi Swap kit. Oh my gosh, $4 for the entire kit, and it had all those beautiful gold embellishments in it. It was just absolutely stunning, and I paused it for you twice so you could see that. I think that was $4 too for that paper sorter. Oh, amazing. This store had some beautiful stuff, and imagine using those paper sorters in your wedding. Oh my gosh, there were so many things in this store that could be used for a wedding. This was not open to the cover, so I took a moment to open it to the cover, and I'm so glad that I did. Look at that stellar nebula. Oh my goodness gracious, that is beautiful. And it is from NASA, so that is a picture of some stellar nebula somewhere in our universe. Amazingly beautiful. I just loved it. So there's the rest of the kits aisle. And remember, this is the front right-hand corner of the store if you're facing the store to determine left and right. And there were so many of these kits over here. And this nail decorating kit, I did look at it really closely because people have asked me about dotting tools. And I said that I would check out the nail stuff to see if there were dotting tools. And do you see that crochet cactus next to it? That's another item I didn't even see when I was in the store. Oh my goodness, I would have totally highlighted that because that is the cutest set. But I didn't because I didn't notice it while I was in the store. There's so much good stuff in this store, really and truly. And everybody was so amazingly kind in this store. I keep saying that. Every time I go into an Ollie's, I am so impressed by the kindness of all the people who work there. It's been amazing. They have a 99.99% success rate with people being positive and upbeat and optimistic and kind in their stores, the people who work there. And I think Ollie's should be really, really proud of that because in this day and age, it's really hard to find places where people are, happy to see you as a customer in their store. And the people that I have interacted with in Ollie's have all been that way, save that one person in Cartersville. I mean, honestly, really and truly, Ollie's, if you're listening, you should be very, very pleased and very, very proud of your employees. And I have a wide sample data to say that about because I've been in every store south of Tampa, and I've been in many of the stores north of Tampa, and I've been in some in Georgia as well. So I have a large sample set to say, Ollie's, you're rocking. Your employees are great. And please keep up the great work because it's amazing. It's fun and nice to go into Ollie's because the people who work there are so nice and kind. Kauai. Of course, I'm showing Kauai. I mentioned earlier how much I love Kauai, and it is just the cutest thing. I'm not really sure if it's Kauai or Kauai. Either way, it's beautiful, and I apologize to the people who speak Japanese that I'm not pronouncing it correctly. This was a neat thing. Look at this, look at this. It's diamond, it's that diamond decorating thing, but it's got big gems for kids. Oh my gosh, and they had over 1,000 gems. Or pick up one of those to use the gems in your card making or in your paper crafting or in your scrapbooking. I mean, just because those gems come with that kit doesn't mean they have to be used with that kit. So just amazing stuff. And I think we're getting close to the end. I love old cars. They had such class and such character. Can you imagine giving this as a gift to someone who drove one of those cars so they could have a walk down memory lane? I think that would be so cool. They did have some pouring paints in this store, but not very much. Some Astrobrites construction paper. And then this is the only Astro Designs item that I saw in the entire store. But look what they had for Cricut. Oh my gosh, these are extra large youth shirts. Okay, they're still youth shirts, but look, it's silver foil cricket. They had 3 packs of it. Okay, I only saw 3 packs. The rest was the obligatory red, but silver. Whoa, I didn't buy any of the 3 packs, so they're still there. And look at this, another cricket item. That is an adult 2XL shirt. It's the only adult shirt I have seen for cricket in any Ollie's. It was the only one that I saw in this Ollie's. But wow, $1.99 for an adult cricket brand shirt. And if you like buttermints, this is your store to go. This is 4 pounds of buttermints for $8. Wow. And for the Ollie's shopper in your life, wouldn't this be an awesome present? Wouldn't that be just great? Or maybe a cup. Maybe a cup to go along with it. One last thing is when you're in the stores, look for the discounted food products. We did pick this up. It was 50% off. So we got this bag for $1.15 and it's weird. It's good, but it's weird. It's like dry. Tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper, but it's dry. So you're like eating Dr. Pepper instead of drinking it, and it's warm and dry. So it's not even like it's a frozen Dr. Pepper. Weird. It was delicious, but it was weird. They had 2 other bags when we were there, but we did tell the cashier about it, the wonderful lady who checked us out, and she ran over and grabbed one of them at least, so there might still be one there, but anyway, we are at the end of this one. I am so pleased that everybody has made it to this point, and I thank you so very much for watching all the way to the end. You are awesome. You rock. The Chatty Crafty Guild is amazing. Please do consider subscribing and commenting and just becoming a member of the guild. I greatly appreciate you. Everybody, cheers and happy crafting. All right, so I said I would test out these ink pads at the end of this video, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be using this one, only I cut off the memories of, and I learned that if you use sharp scissors and cut it at an angle, it's really easy to put it back together. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a very definite angle there. So it'll be easy to put back together if I ever want to put the memories of with it. And I think I'm going to do this. These are the colors that I have. And every set that they had the same 6 colors, but I think I'm going to do this one in this nice pretty blue right there. And I might do a couple more, try out other ones. These are individually wrapped, which is good. Actually, no, I think I'm going to do the red. But these are individually wrapped, which is good because that means that they haven't been sitting there drying out over time, hopefully. So let's see how these work. Now, these are archival pigment inks, which means that they'll sit on top of the paper for a while, so it won't dry immediately. So here we go. I got the ink pad, opened it up, and I'm going to ink it up. Oh, that looks juicy. That's a juicy looking pad. Okay, so inked it up. I always close my ink pads immediately, and I store my ink pads upside down. I don't know if that's beneficial or not, but that's what I do. So let's test this out. Let's get everything out of the way. So I'm just putting it down on the, oh good, I didn't snap it down. Make sure that's square. Make sure that's square. I don't think this is actually going to completely fit on there. I think the part of the H and part of the S are going to be left off, but we'll do it anyway. Push it down, lift it up, and wow, yeah, that's a nice ink pad. That is a very, very nice ink pad. It's nice and juicy. It stamps beautifully well. This stamp that I got from Temu also stamps beautifully well. Very nice. Obviously, I'm really not going to use that one. I may use it, but, you know, I don't like the fact that it's hung off the edge there. But nice. Good stamps. All right. Lake Wales, $1.99 for a pack of 6. They had plenty. Top shelf of an end cap. Hope you get them if you are interested in them and you have an opportunity to get to Lake Wales. Thanks, everybody. Bye.